All right, welcome. So, the real story is, I don't want to do this. I really don't. Right now. But I want to become something better. And it takes a lot of practice to become better at something. So, to take the pressure off of myself, I'm just going to keep practicing. I know I've been saying that for a long time, but yeah, I just don't know exactly why I'm doing this. I think I know. I feel like I'm supposed to, but I don't know exactly why. It may be just to learn how to talk in front of a camera with lights on you. It may be to learn how to teach better because someday I'll be a teacher. I don't really know. It may be because somebody needs it. There's no one really watching right now. Maybe someday they will. I don't know. But I'm doing it. I texted my brother Brian Hurd yesterday, and he said something like, I'm trying to do things that feel boring, that aren't fun, and stay committed to this because we like new things. Our brains, this type of brain, personality likes new things. This right now is boring. It really is. It's not good. The videos I'm creating, they're not good. They aren't. But like I'm learning lighting, and I'm learning, like, I'm watching things about the YouTube algorithm, and I'm like, okay, am I doing this to grow a channel? To grow a media company? Maybe. I don't quite know. But I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. It may just be for my growth. It may be to just keep my head above water, you know, during this transitional period where I'm kind of locked in here for a while, right? I don't know. But again, I don't really want to be doing this right now. I'd rather just sit and consume. Turn on a football game and just consume. It's so much easier to just consume. It is so hard to create, especially when you're creating things and people, it's not good, and you don't really want to share it with your people, but it's like, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this to get better. I'm doing this to get better. I'm doing this to get better. So yeah, let's just get a little bit better. And if Ellie and Chad are watching, that's one of my whys as well, is just to stay connected with them. Hello, keep creating, keep practicing soccer, keep practicing video games, keep practicing basketball, keep doing things that will make you better at what you love to do. Consumption, like you become overloaded with information and then you get frozen. It happens to me. So the more you create and try things, the better you become, and it's humbling. It's super humbling to be a creator. You know? You start comparing yourself and it's like, it's this battle, but I think that's part of this journey. I'm like, I just want to keep creating. I want to keep being creative. My dream, I would love to do it with people who share a similar vision of creating and getting better and spreading light, helping people feel understood, protecting the children, right? Doing good things, trying new things, right? Getting out of your comfort zone. I don't know, but that's what it does for me. Stephen Colbert would get on elevators and he'd sing because it got rid of that feeling of like awkwardness. He learned how to overcome that. And again, that's with actually people around. No one's watching this right now. They might watch it later, but yeah. So with that said, we're gonna start life cooking therapy. That's how we've been starting the last little while with our day star rising. We're on page 18, and I'm only gonna read a paragraph. It's too long to go through everything right now. In the call for compassion and loyalty to the commandments, there is sometimes a chance for a misunderstanding, especially among young people who may think we are not supposed to judge anything, that we are never to make a value assessment of any kind. We have to help each other with that because the Savior makes it clear that in some situations we have to judge. We are under obligation to judge, as when he said, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye pearls before swine." So my story, like I needed that. Like I want to share my story so bad. I've gone through some things. I've had some very spiritual experiences. I've fought death. I've fought, like, but it's like, that's sacred, Jay. Figure out a better way. Don't cast that to the freaking world right now. Figure out a better way to tell that story because of how sacred it is, and it can help a lot of lives. And someday I will, and I want to. I feel like I need help though, but it's finding somebody that you trust enough to be that scribe, to be that helper of a storyteller, right? That sounds like a judgment to me. The alternative is to surrender to the moral relativism of a deconstructionist postmodern world that, pushed far enough, posts that ultimately nothing is eternally true or especially sacred, and therefore no one position of any given issue matters more than any other, and that simply is not true. According to the paragraph, in this process of evaluation, we are not called on to condemn others, but we are called on to make decisions every day that reflect judgment. We hope good judgment. President Dallin H. Oaks once referred to these kind of decisions as intermediate judgments, which we often have to make for our own safety or the safety of others, as opposed to what he called final judgments, which can only be made by God and who knows all the facts. For example, parents have to exercise good judgment regarding the safety and welfare of their children every day. No one will fault a parent who says children must eat their vegetables, who restricts a child from running into a street roaring with traffic. So why should a parent be faulted who cares, at a little age, what time those children come home at night, or what the moral and behavior standards of the friends are, or at what age they date, or whether or not they experiment with drugs or pornography or engage in sexual transgression? No, we are making decisions and taking stands and reaffirming our values. In short, making intermediate judgments all the time, or at least we should be. When we face such situations and complex social issues in a democratic society, it can be very challenging and to some confusing. Young people may ask about this position taken or that policy made by the church, saying, well, we don't believe we should live or behave in such a way, but why do we have to make other people do the same? Don't they have their free agency? Aren't we being self-righteous and judgmental, forcing our beliefs on others, demanding they act in a certain way? In those situations, you're going to have to explain sensitively why some principles are defended and some sins are opposed wherever they are found, because the issues and the laws involved are not just social or political, but eternal in their consequence. And while not wishing to offend those who believe differently from us, we are even more anxious not to offend God. But to make the point, let me use the example of a lesser law. It is like a little like a teenager saying, now that I can drive, I know I am supposed to stop at a red light. But do we really have to be judgmental and try to get everyone else to stop at red lights? Does everyone have to do what we do? Don't others have their agency? Must they behave as we do? You then have to explain why, yes, we do hope all will stop at a red light. And you have to do this without demeaning those who transgress or who believe differently than we believe, because yes, they do have their moral agency. This is a wide variety of beliefs in this world, and there is a moral agency for all, but no one is entitled to act as if God is mute on these subjects, or if commandments only matter if there's a public agreement over them. In the 21st century, we cannot flee any longer. We are going to have to fight for laws and circumstances and environments that allow the free exercise of religion and our franchise in it. That is one way we can tolerate being in Babylon, but not of it. I know of no more important ability and no greater integrity for us to demonstrate in a world from which we cannot flee than to walk the careful path, taking a moral stand against to what God has declared and the laws he has given, but doing it compassionately and with understanding and great charity. Talk about a hard thing to do, to distinguish perfectly between the sin and the sinner. I know a few distinctions that are harder to make, or at least harder to articulate, but we must lovingly try to do exactly that. Believe me, brothers and sisters, in the world into which we are moving, we are going to have a lot of opportunity to develop such strength, display such courage, and demonstrate such compassion, all at the same time. There we go. Yeah, it's hard. It's, don't judge. It's like people who say that, like, we're not supposed to judge. It's like, okay, do you really, are you really still believe that? Like, yeah, like, if someone is hitting their kids, like, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge. It's like, no, that's wrong. You're not supposed to be hitting your kids. You know? That's wrong while making a judgment. It's okay to make judgments based on things that are true. Now, when you make judgment based on things you think are true, that's where it gets a little iffy. So be curious, but we do know what's right and what's wrong. We do. And if you don't, study the gospel of Jesus Christ. It'll help. He teaches us. And follow that. That's truth. That is truth. All right, to end, we're going to try a new drink today. We're going to mix the Rockstar Silver Ice, not that much, with the Rockstar Recovery Pineapple Coconut. Okay, going about 60-40. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that is remarkable. That is a keeper. We're going to call that the Pinot Rockstar. Nope. The Rockstar Colada. The Silver Rock. The Silver Rock Colada. No, Silver Rock Colada. Silver Rock Colada. I like that. Silver Rock Colada. All right, y'all. Have a Merry Christmas. And keep several irons in the fire. Number 501. Keep several irons in the fire. Today is 13, 2023. After you've worked hard to get what you want, take the time to enjoy it. Okay, we're doing a double day. Double day! 1/13/2023. Okay, we're reading all four. Be alert for opportunities to show praise and appreciation. Love that. Love that. 503, I love you. And then commit yourself to quality. That right there. Remember this moment. Commit yourself to quality. Remember this moment right now. Number 504, you changed my life. I am committing today on January 13th, 2023 to quality. And I'm going to drink to that Silver Rockolada. Cheers to quality. I'm going to start with editing our family reunion video, and it's going to be high quality. I'm studying Mr. Beast and kind of algorithms and stuff like that. And he has like 7 editors, and it takes him like 3 weeks to edit his videos. It takes a lot of time to make quality stuff. And eventually, maybe we'll get to that point. What I love about live is like once it's done, it's done. You just need people that, you know, but we'll still have trick shot therapy, and we'll still have arcade therapy and stuff like that. But yeah, commit yourself to quality, y'all. Quality people in your lives, quality music, quality friends, quality content, quality creations. For me, quality dreams. I'm battling, y'all, but we got this. We did it. We're keeping the streak alive. Let's go. Commit yourself to quality. Merry Christmas.